Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we look into the hidden stories within corporate reports and uncover some juicy secrets for you. Today we are diving into a document from S&P Global Incorporated, ticker symbol SPGI. They had a recent investor day and this filing gives us a peek at what they announced. Before we dive in, if you love getting these straight to the point insights from official documents, make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell. Also, join our Discord community linked in the description below for more discussions. So S&P Global Incorporated, you probably know them for their credit ratings and market insights. They are a big player in financial information services. This report is a current report filed on Form 8K. Think of an 8K as the company shouting out important news to everyone right away. What happened here is that on the 13th of November 2025, S&P Global Inc. is telling us they put out a press release. This press release was all about their investor day that was happening on that very same day. Investor days are a big deal. Companies use them to talk directly to their investors and analysts, showing off their plans, strategy, and how well they think they are doing. Now, S&P Global Incorporated has its common stock traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SPGI. This means you can buy and sell shares of the company on the stock market. When a company holds an investor day, it is often to highlight progress, new initiatives, or future outlook. They want to reassure investors that they are on the right track or perhaps excite them about new growth opportunities. This particular announcement is a Regulation FD disclosure. Regulation FD, which stands for Fair Disclosure, is a rule by the Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC, the CC, wants to make sure that when a company releases important information, it reaches all investors at the same time. This filing helps them do just that. They are formally telling everyone that S&P Global Incorporated released some information on the 13th of November 2025, and they have included that press release as an exhibit. The press release itself is attached as an exhibit, which is basically an appendix to this official document. This means the details of what was said at the investor day are contained within that press release. While the 8K itself doesn't give us the nitty-gritty of the plan or financial performance, this is the signal that the S&P Global Inc. is sharing its latest updates. Think of it as a notification that says, hey, look at this other document we just put out. And of course, like most modern filings, they've included an interactive data file formatted in something called inline XBRL. This is meant to make the financial data in their reports easier for computers to read and for analysts to work with. It's like giving the financial numbers a little digital upgrade to make them more accessible. Now, looking at this filing, it doesn't contain extensive financial tables within the 8K itself. Typically, an 8K is for significant events, not the in-depth financial reviews you'd find in a 10Q or 10K. The material information is in that press release. However, the fact that they are highlighting an investor day tells us that the company is likely focusing on its strategic direction, future growth, and possibly updated financial targets or performance indicators that were shared with investors. When a company holds an investor day, they are usually trying to tell a story about their business. This story might involve how they are adapting to market changes, launching new products or services, expanding into new markets, or how their existing business segments are performing and contributing to overall growth. They might also discuss key financial metrics that they believe best represent the health and future potential of the company. Often, these events serve to boost investor confidence. They can highlight competitive advantages, management's vision, and the long-term value proposition of the company. For a company like S&P Global Inc., which operates in information services and credit ratings, investor days are crucial for explaining how they are navigating evolving regulatory landscapes, technological advancements like AI, and the overall economic climate. What we can infer from this filing is that S&P Global Incorporated felt the news shared at their investor day was important enough to warrant immediate public disclosure via an 8K. This suggests that the information presented was likely positive or strategic, aimed at keeping investors well informed and aligned with the company's direction. Without the actual press release content here, we're left to understand the announcement of the announcement, if you will. But the intent is clear. S&P Global Inc. wanted to proactively communicate significant updates with its stakeholders. And finally, the report is signed off by Taptesh K. Matharu, who holds the title of Deputy General Counsel and Corporate Secretary. This is standard executive sign-off, ensuring the document is officially submitted on behalf of S&P Global Incorporated. So, S&P Global Incorporated is keeping its investors in the loop through timely disclosures. While this specific 8K filing is a notification, rather than a deep dive into financials, it signals that significant information was shared with their investment community during their investor day. We will have to look at that press release separately to get the full picture of what S&P Global Incorporated is telling the world about its future plans and performance. Now, looking at this from a broader perspective, S&P Global Inc. is a company in a critical sector. Their insights influence global markets. The fact that they are holding investor days and issuing 8KS means they are operating under a high degree of scrutiny and transparency, which is generally good for investors. However, the real story is always in the details of what they are communicating. Are they talking about organic growth, acquisitions, new product rollouts? Are credit ratings under pressure globally? And how does that impact their business? These are the questions we'd hope to see answered in the press release. A key area of focus for any company like S&P Global Inc. would be the sustainability of its revenue streams and its ability to adapt to technological shifts. For instance, how are they leveraging data analytics and artificial intelligence to enhance their offerings and maintain their competitive edge? Furthermore, in the current economic climate, how are they managing potential pressures on their clients which could indirectly affect demand for their services? These are the types of strategic questions that an Investor Day address would typically cover. Overall, this filing serves as a marker indicating that S&P Global Incorporated has made important announcements regarding its business. The true assessment of their direction and performance hinges on the content of the press release itself. From what we can see here, they are actively engaging with the market and fulfilling their disclosure obligations. Alright, that is our quick decoding of this S&P Global Incorporated filing. What is your take on this corporate communication strategy? Do you think companies rely too much on these announcements without giving enough public detail? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this breakdown was helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights, and don't forget to join our Discord community in the description for further discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.